Mm, 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 mm. Oh, coffee. Oh, yes. Gotta have coffee. Hello, my name is Michael Smith, in case you didn't know that. And today I'm going to be doing some reading, and I'm sure some of you are like, oh, move on to the funny fat kitty video. Well, stay tuned, because there's some really good stuff here. I'm going to be reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 19, verses 11 through 28. This one's a little long, not that long, but it's a little bit longer than usual, so just hang in there with me, because there's something really amazing going on here. While people were listening to Jesus speak, he proceeded to tell them a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they thought that the kingdom of God would appear there immediately. So he said, a nobleman went off to a distant country to obtain the kingship for himself, and in return, he called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 gold coins. And he told them, engage in trade with these until I return. His fellow citizens, however, despised him. And he sent a delegation after him to announce, we do not want this man to be our king. But when he had returned after obtaining his kingship, he had the servants called to whom he had given the money, to learn what they had gained by trading. The first came forward and said, Sir, your gold coin has earned 10 additional ones. The master replied, well done, good servant. You have been faithful in a very small matter. Take charge of 10 cities. Then the second came and reported, your gold coin, sir, has earned 5 more. And to this servant he said, you take charge of 5 cities. Then another servant came and said, sir, here is your gold coin. I kept it stored away in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you are a demanding man. You take up what you did not lay down. You harvest what you did not plant. The master said to him, with your own words I shall condemn you. You wicked servant. You knew I was a demanding man, taking up what I did not lay down and harvesting what I did not plant. Why did you not put my money in a bank? Then on my return, I could have collected it with interest. And to those standing by him he said, take the gold coin from him and give it to the servant who has 10. But they said to him, sir, he has 10 gold coins. He replied, I tell you, to everyone who has, more will be given. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Now for those enemies of mine who did not want me as their king, bring them here and slay them before me. This is one of those sections of the Bible where God gets a rap of being a very wicked and wrathful God. And I've heard many of a person who choose not to follow God use instances such as these to say, God's such harsh and cruel. He always says no, doesn't like fun, no pleasure, no nothing, whatever. So what does it mean? Well, does it mean that? Is God really that terrible? No. But God does reward those who stay in allegiance with him. So what does this mean? What does this mean for me? What does this mean for you maybe on your Wednesday? Well, to me, it's hard to see people, like on TV, like celebrities or politicians or whatever, and they have all this money and all this power and all this fame, and they seem like they don't follow God at all, and they're having this great life, right? Meanwhile here, me, a simple man of God, or trying to be a man of God. I am a sinful person, and I'm trying, and I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm going to try to be even better yet today with God's assistance. But even someone who tries to follow God seems to have nothing. You even see poor people on the street, homeless, who seem to have faith, yet they seem to have nothing. Where's their fortunes? Where's their 10 gold coins? Where's their 10 cities? It's a parable. It's not meant to be taken literally. The riches and the abundance that we can have will exist on this earth, but it will not exist in the way that we see it. It may not come in financial gain or great power. In fact, reading my Bible, it seems as though I read over and over again how it is hard for the rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. And so, in some small ways, I'm kind of grateful I'm not rich. Though by the world standards, I'm very rich. I'm an American. I make a good income, but I'm not rich by American standards. So what is the Lord's treasure? What does He reward us here on earth? He rewards us in happiness and He rewards us in love. And it's not even so much He's rewarding us. This is what I've kind of found. God lays out these principles. Love. Treat others as you want them to treat you. Love me with all your mind, body, soul, and strength. And what comes from that? What comes from that is my heart grows. My heart is opened. I have more love in my life. You can't buy love. You can buy pleasure. Pleasure is temporary. But love, true love, is enduring. I'm beginning to see, over the last few years, I'm beginning to see how beautiful my friends are. I'm beginning to see how amazing my acquaintances are. And I ponder what joy I can find in the strangers I see. It's a paradox because I am a very shy person. Because of my background and my story and how I've come up, on one level, people just scare the bejesus out of me. But it's how God is drawing me out and making me a better man. I have 6 beautiful, wonderful children. I have an amazing wife who cooks. My goodness gracious, I have to work so hard not to be fat. Oh, I'm a lucky man. And there is much joy and much pleasure and much happiness waiting for me on this earth if I but open my heart to God's ways and to others. And that pales in comparison as to what is waiting for me in heaven. So how is this going to change my Wednesday? I'm going to go forth and I'm going to realize that there is treasure in each person that I meet, and that my Lord has treasure waiting for me around every corner. Will there be persecution? Yes. Will I be shamed? Yes. Is it hard to be a Christian? Sometimes, yes, though I am lucky I live in America. It's not as great as it once was, but I don't have to fear like many people do. I don't have to worry about being burned alive because of my faith. And so I will go through this day and I will see each and every person that crosses my path, and I will do my best to pray for them. And I will do my best to pray for my brothers and sisters around the globe who choose to follow God's way and try to just merely love and are persecuted for it. Is God such a terrible guy? Spend some time with Him. Read His Word. Pray. You'll be amazed in what perhaps maybe you find. And that's all I got to say about that.